Hello, my friend, and welcome to Core A. So today we are going to progress the exercises we did last week for the core and the posture in the hip, pelvic, lower back region. So I just want to remind you of what we're talking about when we're saying pelvis, low back, hip posture. It's all kind of the same thing. It's just referring to this area right here, kind of in between the lower body and the upper body. So if you have your front and back bony landmarks, in an ideal world, in neutral, they are like a bucket of water, an even bucket of water where no water is splashing out. Most people, however, have an anterior pelvic tilt. The pelvis tilts forwards, water splashes out of the front of the bucket. And some people have a posterior pelvic tilt where it tilts backwards with water splashing out of the back. We are working on finding neutral. So in your chair with your feet flat on the floor, maybe starting with good foot and knee posture, if you're able to, all of those pointed straight ahead, about hip width apart. Bring your hands to your hips so that you can feel your pelvis as we do our pelvic tilts. So arch the low back, feel the pelvis tilt forwards, round the low back, feel it tilt backwards, and then find neutral, that happy medium in between the two, very slight natural arch in the low back. Arch, round, and neutral. Arch, round, neutral, and one more time. Arch, round, neutral, just to the best of your ability. Your attempts, your tries, those are good enough. This will come with time. In neutral, now bring one finger to your belly button, and let's do our centering exercise that we did last week. Pull the belly button in towards the spine and push the belly button out. Suck it in, belly gets smaller. Push it out, belly gets bigger. Again, as you do this, try to keep that low back in neutral. Don't let it move. And push it out. Pull the belly button in, push out. 6 more, take breaks if you need. Pull the belly button in, push out. 5 more, in and out. 4, in and out. 3 more, pull in, push out. 2 more, pull in, push out. Last one, pull in, push out. Great job strengthening your tummy muscles. Now the diaphragm is the main breathing muscle when we're breathing optimally. Getting too much into the breath is outside the scope of this exercise program, but I do want to introduce it because it does have a profound effect on your core. So when we are doing proper diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing, we have better posture. If we are leaning forwards, it's impossible to breathe with our diaphragm properly. When we're in good alignment, the diaphragm has room to move. And you can see it moving right now on me. So when I inhale, the diaphragm and belly move out. Exhale, the belly moves back in. We're going to practice this, but a lot of people are not going to find this accessible right away. Most of us are breathing shallowly into our chest, just into the shallowest part of our lungs, and not letting the breath reach all the way to the deepest part of the lungs. In my experience, many people, the first time they try to do belly breathing, simply just can't get the breath to reach there. It's okay. I do not want you to try to force it. You can't force it. It only comes with time as your body's ready. So just try your best. Bring your hands to your mid-belly, to your lower rib cage. Inhale and see if the belly can expand. Exhale, see if the belly shrinks back in. Inhale, fingers move away. Exhale, fingers move back in. Good. Keep doing this. Going with the rhythm of your own breath. If you feel no movement, that's okay. You can bring your hand to your chest and see if you feel the movement in the chest instead. Good. Beautiful. Okay, go ahead and stop. If you enjoyed that, feel free to start adding that into your life just whenever you get a moment. Maybe during a commercial break while watching TV, for example. Okay, it's time to move into our stretches. So the first stretch, you have 3 options. I'll start with the easiest one. Cross your left ankle over the right ankle. If that's easy and you want a bigger stretch, cross the left leg over the right leg. Being careful not to put pressure directly on the knee, so either above or below. If you need a bigger stretch, bring that left ankle over the right leg so that you're doing a figure 4 stretch. And to make that stretch even deeper, you can lean forwards. Whichever version of the stretch you have chosen, begin to gently, slowly come out, uncross the legs. And let's do that on the other side. Level 1, right ankle over left. Level 2, right leg over the left. And level 3, right ankle over the left thigh, right knee goes out towards the side. And option to lean forwards with a flat back. Breathe naturally. Wherever you are, gently, slowly uncross the legs. For our next stretch, you also have 3 options. One is to bring your hands towards the desk or whatever might be in front of you and find a long spine. The other option is to reach the hands down towards your feet, letting the hands rest wherever they land. And the third option is to actually stand up. Place your hands on the chair and lean forwards. For all of these stretches, you will be experiencing a stretch in the back. So find a nice long spine. And if you're standing, you might feel the stretch in the back of the legs as well. Breathe evenly. And when you're ready, slowly, gently begin to come upright. Our last stretch might be accessible for some and not for others. So if you can't do this, no worries. If you're able to, go ahead and stand up to place your hands on the back of your chair and step your left foot back, preferably with the heel lifted up a bit. And if that's not accessible, you can drop the foot. What we're stretching here is the front of the left hip. These hip flexors where people have a lot of tightness and pain from lots of sitting. The rest of your body should be nice and tall. And if you can't do this stretch, you can just sign off and I'll see you tomorrow. Gently, slowly come out and switch to the other side, stepping your right foot back now. Ideally, heel lifted, but allow that foot to flatten if it's not possible. That foot can be either as far in or as far back as you'd like. The further back it is, the deeper the stretch in the front of the right hip. Rest of the body is nice and straight. Gently, slowly come out of the stretch. Well done, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow as we work on our upper body. I hope you have an awesome day.